Okay, Harriet invests a sum of money into a savings account that pays compound interest of 3% per annum. No further deposits or withdrawals are made. A spreadsheet is used to calculate the total amount £80 in Harriet's account. It contains the formula A equals 220 times 1.03x, where x is the number of years since the investment was started. How much did Harriet initially invest in her savings account? Now, when you see this here, right, that should give it away, right, in terms of what we're doing. Because when it comes to compound interest, right, that means you actually gain interest every year, and you end up earning interest on the interest. Now, of course, we need to look at what the interest rate is here, 3%. So if we think about going back to basics, if we think about 100% as representing her investment, of course then she's going to be adding on 3% each year, so that comes to 103%. And then you can write this as a multiplier. Okay, now as a multiplier, 103%, just write as a decimal 1.03, so that's your multiplier. Okay, so you're multiplying then the initial investment by 1.03 to the power of how many years. So in this case, x represents how many years. So you multiply the initial investment. Whatever you're multiplying by here is your initial investment. So £220. Okay, so you'd be multiplying it by 1.03 to the power x, where x represents however many years. Okay. Using the multiplier, it's much quicker to do it that way, as we've seen before. But 220 is what she initially invested based on this formula here. And in part B, then calculate the amount in Harriet's savings account after 1 year. So in this case, it would be £220 times 1.03 to the power 1. Alright, so you need to do this. This is without a calculator, okay? Without a calculator, so we've got to look at multiplying this here. Now, what I would do is I would actually go back to basics here when it comes to working this out. I'd just be thinking, well, after 1 year she's gained 3% interest, so I'd be thinking, what's 3% of 220? That's what I'd be doing, keeping it simple. I wouldn't even be worried too much about this formula in that case, because it's obviously a non-calculator exam and we can't work this out. So I just go back to basics and think, right, in 1 year she'll earn 3% of £220 interest. So we can work that out without a calculator, because if you think about it, it's up to you how you want to go about it. You could say 1%, you could work that out. Now 1% is like obviously 1 over 100, yeah? So you're dividing 220 by 100. So 220 divided by 100, you get 2.2, don't you? If you divide that by 100, because the digits move 2 places to the right, so the decimal point is there. Move 2 places to the right, you end up having 2.20, yeah, in terms of pounds. So £2.20. So that's what 1%, isn't it? 1%, don't forget, is divided by 100, yeah. So 1% is £2.20. 3% then would be 3 of these, so triple that, you get £6.60. How much is in your account after 2 years? After 1 year, sorry, so it'd be 220 plus the interest then, to be £226.60.